Morning, everybody. Today we're gonna move along with our analyzing, interpreting, and figuring out how to solve dot plots for mean, median, mode, and range. So I'm gonna leave our last two, range and mode, as one video because it's a little bit easier to explain as the two interact. So moving along, again, we're using the same numbers. We have 28 all the way up to 35, okay? And when I'm finding the range is simply, as I told you guys earlier in the week, is you're taking the highest number, which is 35, and then you're going into your whole dot plot and you're finding the lowest number. So the lowest number is 28. And then all you need to do is, once you take the highest number and the lowest number, is subtract. And that's going to tell you a range that you're going from smallest to largest. Okay, that's the only operation that you're ever going to use when you're finding the range, is doing subtraction. So I'm taking 35, which is my highest, minus my lowest number, which is 28. Very simple. Make sure they're lined up. Obviously, you don't want to do the smaller subtracted by the bigger. You're taking the larger number subtracted by the smaller number, and the range is going to come out to 7. Very good. Okay, that's all you're expected to do when you're asked to find the range, is to take the highest number of the dot plot and to subtract it by the lowest number of the dot plot, and that is done. So again, the range was 35 minus 28, and you get a final answer of 7. Okay, now we're going to continue. I'm going to erase this, move along. And the last one we are going to focus on is mode. And mode is the number or numbers that appear the most. Okay? That appear the most. So let's just take a look. Okay, this is why I said at the beginning of the week, when you guys are doing this work, to figure out the numbers that correspond. Okay, so we have 128, we have 2 29s, we have 1 30, we have 3 31s, 2 32s, 2 33s, 2 34s, 1 35. The reason why I say is to put it in a number form is just easier to see now which one appears the most. You can see there's multiple 1s and there are multiple 2s, but in this case, when we're looking at the mode for this number, there's only one number that appears the most, which is what? Okay? Exactly. So the number, in this case, it's only one that appears the most, is just going to be 31. And that is your mode. Okay? If you came across, let's say, I'll just take this out. Well, let me just backtrack a little bit. So again, you're taking all the numbers, counting from the dot plot how many times there are happening on the plot, and then from that you're figuring out, so 1 2 1 3 2 2 2 1, a lot of repeated numbers, but in this case the 3 is the highest out of all of them, so which corresponds to 31. So this mode is a 31. That's it. So if I just said, say, change this and put another dot here, and that means I'm changing this, and that has 3. So the number that appears the most now wouldn't just be 31. It would be 31 and 33. Okay? So, it's pretty simple. You're just making sure you count correctly about what the graph is asking you and how the plot's put together. Otherwise, you don't want to get the numbers mixed up depending on what it is. So just to refresh, mean is finding what? The average score, adding up all the scores, and then dividing up by the total amount of scores that you're working with. Okay, that's to find the mean. Okay, average. Looking at the median, remember I told you 2 different scenarios that you guys can use. When you're looking at the median, which is the middle, if it's an even number, you're going to count off left, right, and the 2 numbers that you get left with in the middle, you add them up, and you get that answer, and you divide by 2. And then that's going to give you what your median or middle score is going to be based on your plot. Okay? And then we just did the range, and the range is using the highest number and subtracting it by the lowest number, and that gives us the range of all the numbers that we're using in between the lowest and highest. And then the last part is finding the mode, and that's the number or numbers that always appear the most. So I gave the example before that was just a 31, and then I added on the extra one just to see that, yes, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4. You just have to make sure that you're understanding how you're figuring out the graphs and how they apply to the problem that's being asked and the situation that's being given. Okay, so again, just keep up the great work. There it is. And just, again, take a look at all the examples I'm giving you, all the PDFs that I'm reaching out, all the videos I'm uploading, resources, everything that you think is going to help you. Continue to reach out. I'm always here for you. And, we're going to end the year strong, and we're going to make sure everything is on the right track to pick up where we left off. So make sure you get everything submitted. Make sure everything is on Google Classroom. And if you can't, take a picture, Dojo, text, whatever it means to get to me to make sure that we can see that the problems are working. Okay? Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.